Day 2 of this G3 marathon, and today I watched Princess Promenade, which I accidentally called Prominence because obviously it's an odd spelling of the name. So anyways, this one stars the... Where do I begin with the cast? Obviously, Tabitha St. Germain is in this. She was in Twinklefish Adventure, which I mentioned because obviously I couldn't get a hold of the name, because I couldn't find the name anywhere because of the way Hub Network shows their credits. And overall, there's another one, Andrea Lemon, who, well, anyways, let's see, Andrea Lemon and Tabitha St. Germain are in this. I need to check the second list because I know there's probably someone else there. But Tabitha St. Germain, who plays Rarity in the 4th Gen show, plays Wisteria and Minty. And first when I heard the name Wisteria, I thought it was just Mysteria. Like it was an odd superhero from, I think, the Coon trilogy, if I could even say that. Then there's Andrea Lemon in here as Zipsy, which I believe is one of the names for the Breezies, which surprisingly this 3rd Gen Breezies is more convincing than the actual Breezies from the other generations, from the 4th generation. I don't know. There's something about the Swedish chef as Breezies just in the 4th generation just feels a little odd. So, where do I begin? Well, for one, the story is this. Wisteria and Pinkie Pie wind up coming, and one of the Breezies winds up coming across this old moat, like this underground cave where they meet this dragon, which surprisingly is Spike, played by Britt McKillop. And I'm not kidding on that name. I mean, out of all the characters you could have chosen to name the character for the 4th generation, Spike is one of them. But I mean, it's sort of the 3rd generation, and I could tell this thing was marketed towards girls. I can understand that. But I mean, the story was like questionable at best. Because basically, it's like Spike has been like asleep for over 1,000 years, much like any other villain in the 4th generation. And basically, his rule is when somebody grabs a flower that's been wrapped around his tail, then they're considered a princess. Wisteria grabs the flower and suddenly becomes princess, and the next thing you know, Spike's got to teach him how to be royalty material. And from that point, literally, he's just like trying to force her just to become literally just one of those sit down, stay at your throne types of princesses. You know, something like that. I don't know, there's like montages of Mysteria carrying books, like literally trying to balance books on her head. Then there's 2 Breezies that are friends. One of them goes off and becomes a assistant for the princess, which Spike is the one that hires. And overall, he's just like, I mean, throughout the majority of this, I feel as if he's like a little bit of a pain. Because he's like, princesses do not smell flowers, princesses do not dig holes, get dirty, and princesses do not water flowers. That is up to me. Or your assistants. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, half the time, I felt as if I just want to punch him. It's just be like, "Be, let Wisteria be herself." But I don't know. Again, it's another one of those MLP G3 episodes. And I don't know if this affects other people, but it's like one of those, will you forget it in, I don't know, approximately 13 minutes. Well, there was an adventure, there was a pony voiced by Tabitha St. Germain that was on a quest to become a princess, but I completely forgot that now. But anyways, how the story ends is that basically the Wisteria literally decides to make everyone into a princess. And no, it's not one of those it's not one of the types where they grow unicorn horns or wings or anything like that. That'd be just too stupid. This is the 3rd generation. All they have to do is wear flowers or have themselves a little stick or whatever, and they're considered a princess. And in the end, Spike becomes a princess. And they considered spring to be there, even though we didn't see the place snow. So, Princess Promenade. Even though in Generation 3.5 with that Twinkle Wish Adventure episode, I felt as if Twinkle Wish Adventure was an upgrade compared to this. I mean, Promenade's, for one, most of the ponies are either brain dead, or they have a hard time trying to synchronize with, trying to synchro sing with the songs that they perform in this episode. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention, there's a lot of animation errors in here. And though I have not seen Mr. Enter's review of Promenade, of Princess Promenade, maybe I will after this, but still, there's a lot of animation errors. A lot of the ponies sometimes don't synchronize to when they're singing. Like, sometimes they'll be standing still, and then the mouse will be standing still, and next thing you know, the mouths are suddenly open. Like one of those bad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of their shells tour, free-for-all lip-sync contest. And speaking of which, if there's anything I could say, one of the animation errors, when I first saw it, was just too hilarious not to share throughout this whole, special, this vlog. At the near beginning of the episode, when it focuses on the Breezies, there's this one Breezy on a pogo stick, basically poking holes into the ground. In one of the angles, the Breezy is just standing still, and the thing's just moving like this. Like, no motion, no action, nothing. But it's like, bounce, whoop, bounce, whoop, bounce, whoop, bounce, whoop, bounce. It's just too hilarious. I mean, if I could ever find some way, I would want to make a GIF out of that. But, oh well, yeah, it's another one of those where you'll forget it in T-minus 13 minutes. But, that's just me. Oh, so, here's something that the Hub Network must keep in mind. If you know me, I have DirecTV. It's my satellite service. It's the service that the Hub Network's available on. One of the few networks that this is on. And here's the thing. They haven't gotten the HD channels yet. And basically the entire thing is window boxed. Even though in the 4th generation is presented in letterbox, heck, even Twinkle Wish Adventure was in letterbox, here's something to keep in mind for those who only have the standard definition channels. Either remove the window box, and this is a mistake that, I think I saw Q13 Fox and, Cartoon Network do. Except Cartoon Network only stretches the thing to fit the screen. Stretches the program to fit the screen. But here's something to keep in mind of Network. When you're airing something that's in standard definition, that isn't in high def, and it's not supposed to be in letterbox or pillowbox, you stretch it to fit the entire screen. Don't go be lazy and just put a window box over it. That's a reason you gotta contact the companies so that they can get the rights to put an HD channel on there. But overall, that's only my thoughts. I'm pretty sure that most of the subscribers right now probably have the HD channels, or probably could care less about watching these stuff. But overall, Princess Promenade, not worth tackling over and over again. I mean, it's one enough for me. Heck, this was even one of the subjects for Saber Spark's video project for the study of deviance, Ballad of the for his little thing for his study of deviance, for the video that got me into this fandom, Ballad of the Brony, because of my curiosity. But overall, there was Princess Prominence, and tomorrow we'll take a look at the final one, and the final third generation that they decided to air, My Little Pony Runaway Rainbow in 2006. Overall, see you there, guys.